There are a few clothing items in my closet that some might consider unstylish or uncool, but the funny thing is I wear them all the time. In a way, these uncool things run my wardrobe. If you knew me and you saw me relatively often, I'd probably have one or more of these things on. So if you don't already have some of these things in your wardrobe, you might want to consider wearing them too. And who knows, you might fall in love with them as much as I have. Number 1, my Blundstone Chelsea boots. I used to think Blundstones look kind of dumpy. They sort of gave me these like hippie gardener vibes, but they're actually some of the most comfortable Chelsea boots I've ever worn. I've gotten used to ugly shoes becoming more acceptable. I've even added some to my regular rotation. And of course my own style and preferences have changed over the years. I started dressing more casually and comfortably, but still sharp on an everyday basis, and Blundstones fit into that pretty easily. And so I started seeing them differently. To me, they look great in casual workwear leaning outfits, which is pretty much how I'm dressed on a day-to-day basis. Think like a t-shirt and jeans, maybe with an overshirt, a sweater, or a chore coat. Nowadays, my Blundstones stay right by the door, and usually they're the first things I throw on when I don't want to think too hard about it, but I need to get out the door and get stuff done. Number 2, my Arcade Motion Belt. When I first got this belt from Arcade, I thought, okay, it's a performance belt. It's a little weird. I don't know if I'm actually gonna wear this thing. But then I put it on, and it just works. And it works well. I ended up wearing this belt all throughout the holidays, and it became my go-to. Usually I put on this like more fashionable braided leather belt, but I can never get it to work exactly how I want, and it never keeps my pants in the right spot. It gets annoying. Also, when I go too tight in the belt, it's either too tight or too loose, which can be uncomfortable. But I noticed that's not the case with the Arcade belt. So it has sort of an elevated everyday vibe. I could wear this with casual stuff like jeans and a t-shirt, or you could dress it up a little bit with smart casual outfits like maybe chinos, a sweater, a button-up. The design is minimal enough so you can wear it with a bunch of stuff. The material of this belt is made with some like new stretch technology, so it's really comfortable all day. Also, it's micro adjustable, so I can get it to the exact like tightness that I want. They keep my pants exactly where I want them, and that's awesome. I don't have to think about it. Also, the buckle is super thin and it's just out of the way. I don't even notice it. In fact, this entire thing is so lightweight. I'm really used to wearing very thick and heavy leather belts. It's a little weird how unobtrusive yet well-performing this thing is. Oh, and bonus, this thing is machine washable, which I don't think I'll ever have to wash my belts, but if you have to, you can. The Motion Belt is available in several classic colorways, so it's super easy to match with any outfit that you have on. If you want to check out the Motion Belt from Arcade, I left a link down in the description. Go ahead and tap that to learn more. Thanks to Arcade for supporting this channel and for letting me check out these cool belts. A big, long overcoat that swallows you up in the winter is a beautiful thing. I found this gray herringbone coat by Aqua Scutum on eBay a couple years ago. I love it because it's a little bit more traditional in proportion. It's longer, it's a straight cut, heavier fabric, fully lined, and I think it looks awesome. I love this thing with jeans and Chelsea boots, but it could easily hold its own weight with something more formal like a full suit. This coat sort of opened the floodgates for me in terms of being more accepting and wanting to wear longer and larger and more traditional overcoats. If your overcoats are still hitting you above the knee and they're still very slim, I urge you to give a more traditional cut overcoat a shot. They're much more stylish, and they are designed this way for a reason, for decades. You'll find that the more you wear them, you'll get used to them. This gold Seiko watch. If you get farty old man vibes from a rectangular gold-toned Seiko watch, well, I don't blame you. But this is easily one of the neatest watches in my collection. It works great with dressy outfits, but it's kind of an unexpected accessory when you wear it with something that's more casual or workwear leaning. It makes people do like a little bit of a double take. It even makes me do a bit of a double take when I'm wearing it and I forget that I have it on with a casual outfit. It's so eye-catching, light, retro, and easy to wear, and at such an affordable price point that you don't have to think twice about wearing it every day. Plain leather sneakers. I've been wearing simple leather tennis style sneakers for ever. At least 10 years now. Back when I first started wearing them, a simple, luxurious, all-white leather sneaker was super hard to find. Like, no one made them. Of course, until brands like Greats and Koyo came along. Now they're ubiquitous, and it seems like every brand has their own version of a plain all-white leather sneaker. Because of this ubiquity, it seems like you can't escape them, and they've kind of become the boring shoe. Back in the day, they were on every list of like menswear must-haves, but nowadays they're everywhere and no one cares about them. But to me, that's fine. I'll continue wearing them They're great. They go with every single outfit that you can think of, and they come in so many great colors too. Like you could just go with an all white version, but you could do like an all white with a gum sole, my preferred style. You could do like an off-white leather. You could even do like a gray or brown suede. There are just so many options, but this tennis style silhouette is very simple, no logos, not loud. It's awesome. These sit right next to my Blundstones in my hallway, and they're among the most used shoes in my wardrobe. LL Bean wool socks. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I received a pair of wool socks from my wife's grandma for Christmas. And being in my mid-30s at the time, I was like, yeah bro, I'm down for some new wool socks for Christmas, hell yeah. Little did I know this pair of socks would be like the one pair that I look forward to grabbing from the back of my sock drawer every fall and winter. They're so plain and gray and boring and basic, but they're long lasting, they're comfortable, they're breathable, and they're super easy to wash. I can wear them all day and never want to take them off. I'm telling you, I love these things, and they're 8 years old and still going strong. My old J. Crew field jacket. In my opinion, a field jacket has to be the most useful piece of outerwear. My old field jacket from J. Crew has seen better days, but man, it's gotten a lot of use over the 15 years that I've been wearing this thing. It has a rugged, casual vibe, tons of pockets, an easy to wear stand-up collar. It's not too heavy, so I can wear it maybe 3 out of 4 seasons. And personally, I think it looks great, even with age. I can wear it with jeans and khakis, or I can do the high-low thing with a dressier fit underneath. The one thing I don't like about this jacket is it is from 2010, so 15 years ago, slim was very in, and this jacket fits me a little bit too slim. If I were to replace this thing, I would definitely go with a more traditional cut field jacket, just to give myself a little bit more room to breathe. But in general, it's super versatile, super useful, and that's why I've owned it and worn it for a decade and a half now. So those are 7-ish of my uncool but favorite things in my wardrobe that I've owned for a long time, have worn a ton, and gotten a lot of use out of. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like my list of things that stylish guys use every day but never talk about. You'll find that video right here. I'll catch you in the next video.